So I've got the blade for the excavator back, and the pins are now nice and free, easy to get in and out. The engineers were saying that the pins were really tightly rusted in. They ended up having to put a fair bit of heat on the frame. As you can see, all the paint's cooked off. And at the same time they were putting 30 ton of pressure on it with their press, and when they finally let go they went off like a gun. So there was absolutely no way I was going to get them out myself just with a little bit of heat and a hammer. Anyway, that's the value of having a good machine shop in your area. These guys did a great job. They were really fast in the turnaround, and good result. Anyway, time to put that back in. So I'll start by giving all the pins and bushes a good clean, and then a grease, make sure they're all nicely protected, and hopefully that will all work really well. So in the previous video where I was pulling the blade off this machine, I was looking at the push arms and the greasing points, and I made the comment that I was disappointed that the bushing didn't have a groove for spreading the grease all the way around. Now, I do not know what the deal is with these bushings. They're not like anything I've ever seen before. They have a rubber seal or something on each side. I have no idea what that's for. As I say, this is a type of bushing that I've never come across. So I don't know, maybe something about this design means that they don't need to have the groove for the greasing. But anyway, who knows? Maybe someone can tell me. So let's put some grease into this and just check that it's coming through okay. So we're getting grease coming through one hole, but not the other. And it looks like this grease fitting mightn't be terribly happy. I don't know why that wasn't sealing properly. I've actually ordered a complete new set of grease nipples for this machine because some of them are starting to get a bit iffy. So you can see that both of them are greasing through one of the holes but not the other, which makes me wonder if that's just because the pin isn't there and there's nothing to put pressure on that grease and force it to work its way around the channel outside the bushing. Just spread that grease in there, make sure that bushing's nice and lubricated. Alright, that looks good. Time to have to clean this one up, then clean up the pins as well. and all of the mounts. Oh, come out. There we go. There's the other pin. Oops, back there. That's the pin for the ram. Okay. Come on. Everything cleaned up, ready for reassembly. Give the pins a good layer of grease. That way I can be sure there's going to be no dry spots when they go in. Got to be close. There we go. That's two. I need the blade up fractionally. That's close. There we go. Bingo. It's really quite a good retaining system, this one. It does a good job. Nice design. Last one. Come on. Righto. Done. Let's put a squirt of grease in each of these. There we go. Grease coming out around the edges. That one's full. Wouldn't you know it? Empty grease cartridge. Always happens at the worst time. And wouldn't you know it, I don't have a spare grease cartridge. I went to buy some last week, and hardware store, I looked at 3 different hardware stores. I only managed to get 2 tubes. So I don't know what the problem is with supply, but could not get any grease. So I'll have to find some more grease before I get this back to work. But that shouldn't be a problem. Anyway, let's give it a try. Make sure it works. Nothing's binding. So here's the important part. Easy, nice and smooth. Same there. I think what I need to do is commit to pulling these out and putting them back in every time I grease the machine. I think that would be the best routine, and if I do that, keep them loose, I'll never have to go through this again.